day 4, which is Easter Sunday, funnily enough. Unfortunately, Karen's got a cold and feeling a bit crap, so she's going to take an easy day today in the hotel. I'm going to use the opportunity to go and do the Dragon's Back hike, and I'm currently on the number 9 bus from, I can't remember the name of the station, but I'm on the number 9 bus, which will hopefully take me up to the start. I'm flying a little bit blind here, but of course in the modern world we do have Google, so it shouldn't be too difficult to find out where I need to get off. This is the start of the walk. The bus has just dropped me off. As we can see, it's quite popular. There's a few more people have already set off on the trail. Okay, time to set off. It's about 8k, apparently 5 miles. The guide does say 4 hours, but I'm thinking I'll probably do it a little bit quicker than that. The walk does start with a climb. I think it's quite sharp. And then theoretically, it's downhill all the way to the end. And I can't remember what that's called, but I'll stick it down below. As you can see, I am far from alone. I've got to be impressed. There are people doing this walk behind me now that make me look young.
Approaching right turn.
The sun has made an appearance, which is nice after a couple of days of pretty crappy weather and the mountains shrouded in cloud. So I will get to see the views today, which is cool. Umming and ahhing whether or not to put the drone up, maybe from the top. Maybe I spoke too soon. Although the sun is out, it would appear that we've got some clag coming back in. Hopefully you can see the trail of people heading up to what I think is the summit. Fingers crossed that cloud will clear by the time I get there. I'm at the peak, and as you can see, it's busy. Unfortunately, there's going to be no drone footage, not because of the cloud, but because I've been lugging around a pack of empty batteries. Such is life. I think I've got about 6 kilometers to go. Hopefully, all downhill. The climb was tricky, it wasn't overly tough, as you can see by the hordes. Musical entertainment is being provided by the chap in front, whether we want to listen to it or not. I'm tempted to say he doesn't sound too healthy, but if he's doing this walk, he ain't doing bad. So we hit a decision point, probably about 300 meters back. Turn left or turn right. I've come right, which is the Dragon's Hike path, which is what I'm intending to do. And I guess left was a shorter route because having turned right, I'm pretty much on my own now, which is cool. The views on this section are quite limited. I get the odd glimpse down to the sea, but the forest, jungle, whatever it's called, is quite thick. So I've just checked on Garmin, and this section that I'm currently walking is relatively flat. Probably for another kilometre or so, and then it's a downhill run, hopefully to some beer. Disappointingly, the trail seems to end here and turns into a road. I don't know how far this will be the case, but we'll keep on going. Hello! I'm guessing I'm back on a popular part of the trail. Lots more people about again now, which is a shame. I quite like the quieter sections. Still, according to that sign, I've got 2.25 kilometres to go. Garmin is telling me it's 2.88 kilometres, so a little bit more than 2.25. So not too far, a couple of miles, and then beer. I don't know what that is I'm overlooking, but I'll look it up offline and put a note at the bottom of the screen. According to Garmin, I'm about to start the descent, and I'm guessing it's at that little notice board in front.
Turn left. Approaching right turn. In 12.327 meters, turn right.
It would appear that Mr. Disco Man has caught me up, which is disappointing. But let's get down to the bottom and find a beer. I should pay more attention. I took a wrong turn and I've gone down probably, I don't know, 100 or so meters. So back up I go.
In 62.572 meters, turn right.
Okay, back on the right track. There's a constant drone of insects, probably mozzies, as I walk through this rather wet section, which is not good because I have no bug spray on me or in my bag. So I'm guessing I'm going to be bug food as we descend. I am pleased to say that the descent has been on this sort of a track rather than a made up road. There were some concrete steps at the top, but since then it's been like this. This is actually quite a tricky walking surface. Lots of rocks poking up and a far from flat surface. It would appear that not for the first time I spoke too soon. As we're on the final part of the descent, we're back onto concrete steps. And here we go. I think this is the end of the walk. I can hear sounds of civilization down off to my left. And yes, we are coming into a town or a village. The Dragon's Back walk or hike is actually one part of a much longer walk, which I think is what this distance post is referring to. I think I'll call that the end of the walk proper. but I won't call it the end of my walk until I've got a beer in my hand. Let's go and find a bar. I'm at Big Wave Bay, or Big Wave Bay Beach. Cheers.